So Dubai is no longer this completely 0% tax paradise anymore because they introduced 9% corporate tax in 2023. However, until the end of 2026, there is still one last chance for you to get exempt from that and potentially pay 0% corporate tax. In this video, I'm going to tell you about the Small Business Relief Program and what are some of the big things that you should be on the lookout for to make sure that you can actually qualify for it, and also what might make you not qualify for it already. So you want to be staying until the end of this video to find out all the details. One disclaimer I do need to give you though is I am not a licensed tax advisor or accountant, so this video is only for entertainment purposes, but I hope you will find it interesting and make sure to do your own due diligence and research as well. So UAE corporate tax applies for financial years starting on or after 1st of June in 2023. And many companies with 31st of December as their year end entered corporate tax from the 1st of January 2024. Now, the Small Business Relief Program is essentially a temporary election that treats you as having no taxable income for that period, aka 0%. Now, who qualifies for the Small Business Relief Program? Someone whose revenue is under 3 million dirhams or roughly around 815,000 US dollars, and also you shouldn't have exceeded this number in previous tax year. And also keep in mind this is revenue, so gross income and not actual profit. To qualify for it, you also need to have an election made per period in the actual return after your corporate tax registration. Now, who is excluded from this program? First of all, qualifying free zone persons are excluded. They follow the free zone regime, not SBR, and also multinational group members above CBCR threshold. Now let's talk about the real deadline and the year-end trap. Small business relief is only available if your tax period ends by 2026 December 31st. So if your first period ends in 2027, you are not going to be able to qualify for small business relief. So if you've been thinking about setting up a business in Dubai and relocating, right now, if your revenue is especially under this mark, is literally the best time to do this because you can still take advantage of this small business relief program. If you want some help with this, feel free to check out the first link in the description down below, where you can book in a completely free call with me, where we can go over the entire process and how we can help you get set up here in record time. You need to keep in mind that your tax period is equal to your financial year, and this is the year you set in your corporate documents, and filing is due within 9 months after period ends. Here's an actionable tip for you if you haven't actually set up your business yet, or you're just thinking about this right now. Set your first financial year to end on the 31st of December 2026 so that your first tax period ends within this window. If you're already registered on a different year end, don't worry, you can also apply to FTA to change your tax period. However, this does require approval and reasoning behind it. So, who qualifies and who doesn't qualify for small business relief so you don't have to pay the 9% corporate tax on your profits above $100,000? Let's look at some different scenarios and compare them. So scenario A is you start February 2026 and your year end is 31st of December 2026. Your revenue is under 3 million dirhams. In this case, you would be eligible for it because the period ends before the 31st of December 2026 and your revenue also falls within the qualifying range. Let's say if you started in November 2026, you would not be eligible even if your revenue is under 3 million dirhams, because to end financial year in the same year, there should be at least 6 months, so you wouldn't qualify in the year 2026. And let's say if you started December of 2026 and your year end is 30th of November 2027. Well, in this case, you would not be eligible because the period ends after the deadline. And also, if your revenue goes above 3 million dirhams, or if it has been above that in previous tax period, you will also not be eligible. Now, here are some trade-offs that comes with small business relief. First of all, no tax loss carry forward from a period that you select SBR. Also, no net interest carry forward for a period where you elect SBR. So previously disallowed interest from a non-SBR period can carry forward later to non-SBR periods. Also, there is anti-avoidance, so artificially splitting a business into two businesses just to stay under 3 million dirhams can be challenged by the FTA under decision number 73 2023. So here's a quick 3-step action plan for you. Set year end now, so your 2026 period ends December 31st of 2026. Register for corporate tax so you can elect small business relief later on. And track your monthly revenues to stay under 3 million dirhams for the whole year. If you exceed, prep for normal 9% corporate tax on profits above $100,000-ish. So again, if you've been delaying making your UAE company and just making this move for next year, my advice would be to do it now. It's not going to get any easier later on, and you are going to basically be ripped from some of these benefits which are still available right now. So the best time to do it was 5 years ago, but the second best time to get set up and still benefit from these amazing programs from the government is right now. So if you want some help with that, check the first link in the description down below where you can book a free call where I can explain you the entire process. And otherwise, again, remember this video was meant for entertainment purposes only. This was not legal or tax advice. If you need some help with that, I can put you on a call together with a licensed professional who can make sure that all of the information is fully applicable to you and create a custom plan for you specifically. So hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one.